the Russo brothers recently just let it be known, more or less, if they could have fit anybody they wanted to from any Marvel character, specifically the Fox ones, who would they use? And they just outright come and say, dude, we would have put Wolverine in there if we could have.
But where?
Um,
Like, what we know of Infinity War is like, where the hell would he have fit?
yeah.
Uh,
I don't want to put it past the Russo brothers anymore because we were all like, how do you fit Black Panther and Spider-Man into this movie, Civil War, and still make a coherent story that makes a lot of sense and then it work? Like, I 100% believe them now when they say we can make this work. I'm like, the Russo brothers can make it work. Like, no doubts in them. None.
And, well, no doubts after the next year. And then I'll forever say no doubts. Because they've got a massive hurdle to overcome right now. But...
true.
Not
yeah.
that Infinity War looks bad, but I'm not going to say it does, but...
Yeah, it's a giant movie and a giant undertaking. If they can nail that one, then once again they're gonna be quite
Especially
amazing.
Like you hear the way they've made it. Like, oh, no one's read the script apart from one actor. No one was really in the same room at the same time. So
Yep.
if you can juggle that and have it all make sense and look like they were all there, then fine. You can do Secret Wars and shove Wolverine in there.
Right.
I will be there. I'll be there opening day. Be there midnight.
Now, here's a bigger conversation I want to put forward because we know, fine, there's a slim chance that the acquisition is not going to happen. A very slim chance, but
It's slim, yeah.
yeah, by all accounts, it's happening. And the Russo brothers, they seem to be, the way they're talking about the future of the MCU, they're going to be the new James Gunn and a few others that they're not leaving anytime soon because they can guarantee themselves their future with, Marvel Studios.
Mm-hmm.
The way they're talking about it, I feel like they're literally just waiting for the acquisition to happen so that E3, or not fucking E3, what is it, San Diego Comic-Con, is that the big thing?
Yeah.
And D23. They're going to want to come out there and be like, look, we're bringing the XMen and the Russo brothers, or maybe one of them, just one of them, like Joe Russo is going to solo direct Wolverine movie. It's like, oh damn, like...
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I'd watch that out there. That would be an interesting thing to do. Split them up and get twice as many movies out.
I honestly think that's what they're going to do. Kind of divvy them up and be like, let's have you guys handle some standalone characters and then we'll bring you back around for the big team ups once again because like the Russo brothers are still building their own studio now from last I believe. So
they just had Deadly Class picked up by Sci-Fi.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
Like they are the comic book people at the minute. Like, get them, you're financially sorted. But yeah, I honestly I can see them sticking around for the big Avengers movie or the big team up movies.
Yeah,
because they're gonna need a break after this. They've been working straight for 2 years. Like, let's not Joss Whedon these people.
Yeah.
But then again, hats off to the Russos for being able to not Joss Whedon themselves.
That's true. And
I suppose there's two of them, so they got like. So, oh no, I'm done. It's like, right, I'll take over.
Yeah, I'll take this for you. And it's also one of these things where I'm looking at it, and maybe they take the James Gunn role as well, because James Gunn is heavily involved with Infinity War as an executive producer. And this isn't like executive producer in name. Like, he's actually been there on set making sure the Guardians line up and everything. So,
like, hasn't Coogler been doing that as well?
Yeah.
Because they came out and said that they work together for Wakanda, because it was obviously so close together.
Yep.
And to have that consistency, like, they were all in there on set. So, like, I don't know, because isn't Gunn as well said he's doing the cosmic stuff past Guardians?
Yeah, because he's going to stick around by the look of it, like, because he wants to, like, kind of shepherd the future of the universe he helped build, which makes sense to me, you know?
And so I hope they, like, don't fall into that trap of then stagnating everything. Like, we need... Like, yes, it's great you got, like, a James Gunn and the Russo brothers, but we kind of need to get different people in here as well.
Right. I honestly, I think they stick them around for a few movies and they kind of like divvy them up and make like, hey, Russo brothers, you guys are going to executive produce the Fantastic Four. What does that mean? Make sure they can handle these four characters and, whoever the villain is, Solo and, Dr. Doom over here, because the moment this whole acquisition happens, Wolverine has proven with Logan and his other two movies that he is a standalone character. You don't need to throw him in the X-Men. Sure, for a team up, like...
Oh, yeah.
If they do, I don't know, maybe the big team up X-Men movies, like X-Men Worlds United or X-Men X Avengers or whatever it is, right? And then you team up Wolverine with the X-Men, and he kind of gets the notion of joining a team. He's like, just call me when you need me. I don't do that. Because the X-Men can live on their own.
Just make him an Avenger. Just making him an Avenger.
Yeah, that too. God.
He belongs more in the Avengers than he does any X-Men team.
That would be amazing.
It's never going to happen because he's the driving force of the X-Men in the movies. Like, just have the X-Men movies about the kids in school. Make it a Spider-Man. Have it feel like that, but obviously maybe slightly bigger because there's more of them. And have Wolverine on the Avengers. Honestly, to me, that fits more.
I think you're thinking exactly how they're thinking, because let's be real. In another 5 years, Peter Parker, like it or not, people, he's out of high school and he's going to be the adult Peter Parker. You're going to need a teenage drama franchise like Spider-Man is carrying right now to make younger people feel welcome into it again. X-Men are your perfect brand, especially talking about what X-Men talk about, what they're an allegory for. In this day and age, it's asking to print money. So I honestly think they're going to do that. You're going to get younger X-Men, a couple of the older ones in there. Obviously, X and Magneto will be older characters, but other than that, I think Wolverine gets his own standalone. X-Men are way younger, and they'll team up with them eventually. And Fantastic Four are going to be your like mid-range group, maybe in their 30s, and that's about it. Like, it's balance it out.
How old is Krasinski and Blunt?
I don't know, but they're great in A Quiet Place. Yeah. My God.
Because I would not accept anyone else but those two.
No. After seeing how good they are perfect. Like,
yeah. I still need to see A Quiet Place, actually. I haven't got around to it. But...
Oh, you mean the Missing Cloverfield movie? Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
No, it literally, like, dude, like, I was watching that. Like, no joke. I knew about those stories, but I didn't tell. My wife literally leans over to me and goes, "Is this a Cloverfield movie?" I was like, "Oh my God, you picked up on it. Like, it is legit." Like, it's
me and Joe were laughing on the last ticket about that because they came out and said, "Oh, it was gonna be a Cloverfield movie," but we thought, nah. And it's like, why? Why did you not do that?
Yeah, 100%. This is a Missing Cloverfield film. So I'm looking at it right now. John was born in 1979. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's pretty young still. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
So especially when they got like what's Bozeman? He's like 49, isn't he, or something? He's crazy. Not crazy old, but he's older than you think he is.
Yeah, and so he's 38 years old. Oh, wow. He could carry that for another 15 years. That'd be great. And he's in great shape and looks great.
I'll say, plus the older Reed gets, the better the character is.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like a younger Johnny just to have that Parker relationship, but you can kind of fandangle that a little bit, I suppose.
I mean, you could literally just make him way younger, be like he was born way later. So he's, like very immature and he's resentful.
But if you're waiting for, if you do my thing of waiting for Spider-Man 3, Parker's probably going to be out of high school anyway.
Yep.
Holland's going to age out of that sort of character range.
Yeah.
He's already in his early 20s as it is, believe it or not, with a squeaky voice. But
yeah. I mean, just by the sheer fact that the Russo brothers are now coming out and just openly talking about it, because before it was always like, well, it's never gonna this and that. Now they're just like, no, this is who we want. This is what we want to do. It's like, yeah, it's happening. Like,
it's getting too close for it. It's like, let's just.
Well,
either that, or they're going just give them what they want to hear. Just say what they want to hear.
Well, there was that interview about, I would say maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, and they literally asked them, they're like, so who did you guys read as kids for comic books? They're like, oh, we were fans of certain characters, but they're both like, the one thing we both read and could not get enough of is everything Wolverine. And then they went on a giant Wolverine tangent. I was like, these guys are definitely ones that are going to give us the Wolverine we want. So it's...
And they got the right mindset as well, where they're saying you don't just translate the comics. If you want to read that story, you go read it. We're going to make our own story.
Exactly.
We'll cherry pick elements of everything and then we'll put it into that, and you can do that with Wolverine quite easily.
Yep. No, I'm really optimistic. They're smart dudes when it comes to the Marvel Universe, and I think they're going to deliver something real special when they get a hold of Wolverine and all the other characters. So
it's going to be a ton. It's going to be crazy. Yep.